Hello guys, welcome back to Manifest with Armine. My name is Armine. I'm a law of attraction consultant. This video is going to be about not taking momentum for granted, because momentum is such a foundational part of the understanding of the law of attraction. Actually, momentum is basically the law of attraction. It exists because of it. You know, it's like the snowball effect, right? When you focus on something, it picks up, it gets bigger and bigger. That can be very loud when you understand that, because you've manifested something, a big snowball of things you don't want. And the bigger the snowball gets, the harder and harder it is to realize that you can, turn in the other direction, and you can focus on what they would call what the other end of the stick, right? Like what you do want instead of what you don't want on that subject. But yeah, this is your reminder to notice when the snowball is small. Notice when the momentum is small, when you've been feeling a certain way about something that's, you feel it's resistance, basically some form of resistance, whether it's anger or resentment or fear, worry. Get it when it's small. It's so much easier, as hard as it feels in that moment, because you so much want to feel that and you want to build on that because you have something to prove. The earlier you get to it, and the earlier you kind of like give up on fighting that whatever it is in that subject that think you're fighting for, the quicker you let loose of that resistance, the easier and faster it's going to be. The more you let yourself linger in it, the more you build that anger. It's the connections in your brain, right? That's what it is. It just becomes easier and easier to think that way, to feel that way. And guess what? Yeah, it's still possible to change your mind and to change the way you feel about something. But when the snowball is that big, when the momentum has built that much, is that when you want to take care of it? Or do you want to do it when it's much more manageable looking, like, why let it get to a point where it feels like it's taking over your life? Because, the old saying, I've created a monster, right? Well, yeah, you create the monster little by little, but when you don't realize that monster is growing and growing, yeah, it becomes a big monster and it feels like it's attacking you, but you created that monster, and you can create the opposite. You can create such wonderful things, and that's the other side of momentum. That's the other way of understanding momentum. One is, yeah, it's in your face when you've built something that you don't want. So that's why I want to catch it early, but there's also momentum in like wonderful things that you do want, and you build momentum the same way by feeding it your attention in the way that matches that feeling of having that experience. So just like you might build momentum of something you don't want by being angry about it and lingering over it and just constantly brewing it, letting it brew in you, you build momentum for you want by like just focusing on how wonderful it is and how good it would feel to have it, and how grateful you are for even the idea of something so wonderful. When someone's pissing you off, you can either be obsessed with picking at how wrong that one thing was that they did, or you can focus on one of the probably many good things that they've done and the good ways they've made you feel. And the direction your life goes in is going to depend on which one you focus on. So that's really valuable information. I know I look like I'm this like person who's just like, I have like, I'm flipping my hair and I have like, I'm just sitting in my car here. But the things I'm saying are so, I don't know, deep, valid, useful, foundational, like they're very valuable things. They're things that a lot of people go through life and they never get to tap into. But the fact that you're hearing this, and the fact that you're able to even ponder it, that's, you're very, very positioned in a way where you can understand so much more about how you're creating the life, whether you want or the life that you don't want. Like, you've got to understand that the way you're feeling about things and the way you're letting momentum take in your life, which direction, that is your power. That is the way you are creating the circumstances in your life that follow. So, yeah. Like Deepak Chopra said that some kid, after one of his events, I don't know, some kid recognized him maybe at the airport or something. He's like, oh, you're that guy, right? And Deepak's like, yeah. He goes, deep stuff, man. That's what he said to Deepak. And it's like, yeah, it is deep stuff, man. But so we don't have to like look serious and wear suits and have, serious tones when we talk about it. It's a very everyday, every second you're living this. So whether you're in church or whether you're, like Neville says, a church or a brothel, the lights both of them. They're in church and a brothel, and at In-N-Out, at McDonald's, at a steakhouse. It doesn't matter where you are. Every moment you're putting together elements of creation, and those are based on the way you're looking at things and the way you're defining things, the perspective you're choosing to see yourself and to see the world around you, because that's what's going to determine how things show up next. All right, well, that's my unprofessional TED Talk of the day, I guess. So I'm really grateful for you guys. Some of you have been watching me for such a long time. I have a very small platform, but I love it. And I like visiting you guys now and then. And yeah, if you have any topics you want me to talk about, please go ahead. I just don't know what to make a video about, because the moments I have these great ideas to make a video, I don't, and then I forget about it. So if you have any ideas, let me know. And yeah, have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.